Today we are going to be taking a look at a brand new archetype, well not brand new archetype, but brand new video with a new archetype, the Nordic archetype. I didn't really know what to call this one, but this is the series on the channel where we appreciate the beauty of the artwork behind the cards. Welcome back to another card art commentary, guys. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with too many YouTube channels, guys. A little bit of a tough intro that time around, but we're going to be walking through all of the cards through the archetype. I didn't know that they had some new cards, and if you are new to the channel, I stopped playing around the Pendulum, the Link days, and more cards came out from that. So I'm excited to take a look at some of these, starting off with Loki and Odin. I've always really appreciated the way, and I guess you could say, I don't know like who's behind it besides Konami, but the way that Konami represented these gods, because it's a little bit of a unique version compared to typically what you see in media today. I think Loki has excellent artwork. I like how Odin is, you know, you call him Father Odin. And it represents like the god figure well of where he is. Like, it's really cool. I love the clouds behind them. I like that Loki's like above a glacier. You can see all the stars in space. Loki looking like the trickster that he is. I think both of these are excellent pieces of art. And we do have one more, that being Thor. Thor, you know, having the lightning, having the hammer, and he's so much like he's so much bigger, menacing, and he's like truly encapsulates the god figure. I think it is really cool the way they've done this. Now, I'm not familiar with Alvis. I'm not even familiar with Alvis in the mythology. I'm not too sure who Alvis is, but it's a very creepy looking card along with it. I've always liked the background for these two. I like that they're in kind of like a space figure too, and it's cool. You can tell that it's like some little dark presence, you know? Interesting. And Alvis is one of the cards that I personally wasn't familiar with. And then we also have Fenrir, who I didn't know about either. And then we have Gullveig. Two cards that were, again, past my time. Very cool artwork with the Gullveig card. I like how it's weird how the hair just gets bigger and bigger. It's kind of like an angel-like figure, and you can still see the space. It's like, you know, a holy type character. And then if you have the Nordic wolf, who's like the complete opposite, wanting to tear some apart, looking to bring some evil. The chains are broken. The wolf is officially free. Looking cool. I like what they did with the hair. It kind of looks like I don't know what you can really describe it as, but I like what they've done with the hair. It makes it look like something other than hair. You know what I mean? Two, again, very beautiful cards. We have Jormungandr. Again, these are past my time as well. The Nordic Serpent. That is one of the coolest Nordic pieces of art that we have taken a look at, man. This really looks like, I love that they're like branches coming off of the serpent too. This thing looks evil, right? It just looks so evil. I like the, what do you call, like it represents like the darkness around where he is. You know what I mean? Like the background fits it super well. That's probably my favorite piece of artwork that we've taken a look at so far today. And of course, we have Nordic Smith, Ivaldi, and it's just a guy with a hammer. You know, I would imagine a blacksmith. I need to brush up on my mythology over here, but it's a cool looking card. But I really like the Nordic Serpent. That is a beautiful looking card. Let's continue on to, I didn't know that they actually brought Thor's hammer to the game. Target one Aesir monster you control, you can make a second attack during each battle phase's turn. Come on. I feel like they could have done better with an effect for Thor's hammer, man, but making it look a lot different than the movies, that's for sure. But it also looks pretty cool, pretty good. And how you pronounce it? Mjolnir? I've always never been able to pronounce that. And then we have another card with Odin. Again, Odin towering above mountains, in the clouds, in the stars, representing the godlike figure, man. That is a very cool piece of art as well. Both of those are very nice. Let's continue on to March Towards Ragnarok. Interesting. Effects are negated. Also, face-up monster is unaffected by other effects of spells and traps. Yes, so there's nothing you can do to stop Ragnarok. Kind of like the symbolism there. And wow, the hand coming up, that's actually really cool as well. You know, offering a helping hand going along with the effect. That's nice. It's so funny, and they do such a good job with these cards representing Thor and Odin, because anything to do with Odin is kind of like a heavenly father type thing, and Thor is like battle, lightning, destruction. We're coming for you. I think that's very nice as well, man. I really like this archetype. You'll have to apologize. I have to apologize to you guys. How the hell do you pronounce that spell card? Hilidskjalef. But man, it looks pretty cool, man. Like it's I'm going to guess that this is for Odin. That's my guess. But then, of course, you have just another like staff type thing to help your monsters. I think it's pretty cool, man. Both those are also really nice artwork. Let's continue on to some battle armor. So we have the Merging Jord and the Svalin. Interesting. Yeah, of course, like the effects kind of do a little bit of what you would expect them to do. Not too much to break down with those ones, just like cool pieces of art. I like the second one a lot more than I like the first one. Sorry if the transition didn't work that first time there, guys. Let's continue on to two cards that I am familiar with, though. Odin's Eye and Solemn Authority. Look at Odin's Eye, man. Look how cool that is. He's like watching over you with the effect, too. I love this one. I love the hand. I love the claw, just like Odin's Eye barely peeking over, and it's kind of like, I don't know. It doesn't really have that. It doesn't. The hellish figure about it doesn't really represent what, you know, they have done with Odin. But of course, we have, for some reason, Solomon Authority. I guess it's related to the Nordic cards, but I thought like you would think that they would at least include all of the Solomon cards. But it's cool. Like, there's nothing really to mention about the Solomon cards. They're all kind of like the same kind of deal. But Odin's Eye is absolutely stunning, man. Of course, one of the most iconic cards in the Nordic archetype, Vanitas of the Nordic Ascendant. This is a beautiful looking card. It, you know, the 4-star tuner from space. There's a few cards here where I'm not really too sure what to say about it, besides like, wow, that looks really, really nice. I like the armor. I like the little staff that she has. I like the hair kind of being angel wings. Super cool. And of course, we have the golden apples, which it looks a little like hyper realistic for a Yu-Gi-Oh card, but I even thought like the second that this card came out that it was pretty. I like it. I like that you can see like the drops within the apple. I like the glow in the apple. I like the little water droplets dripping into the puddle, but because the only reason that you can see it is because the water is dripping down. That looks very, very clean, very nice as well. Two of the best cards from the archetype. But the conversation about different archetypes don't have to stop there, because we also recently did an archetype that I personally wasn't familiar for, and I think it is very, very underrated. Very cool. You should check out this video, guys. I would love to have you over there. Thank you very much for being here and watching. Take care, everybody.